I'm Brenntnie Williams, and this is Inside Alabama Hockey. Right now, we're on the Walk of Champions with Brenntnie Stadium right behind us. While football season's already in progress, it's now time for the 2012-2013 Bama hockey season, which has gotten off to an exciting start already. Welcome to Inside Alabama Hockey. My name is Brenntnie Williams, and I'm here today with head coach for Alabama Hockey, Mike Quinville, also known as Coach Q. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
We plan on having you throughout the season.
That's great.
Speaking of the season itself, you guys are already off to a 2-week start against a loss to Kennesaw, and then a win against Georgia Tech and playing UH. How has that turned out for you so far?
Well, let's start with Kennesaw State. We did get beat 8-1, but I'm going to blame that all on me. I believe that we were not ready to play. I think guys winning the SEC, HC last year kind of came in a little overconfident, and they just weren't ready to play that night. So that's my fault. And then coming back against Georgia Tech, you know, we played 3 great periods. We got production at a lot of guys, and that's the team that we have, and I know that we have, and I think we did a great job.
Okay. And as far as UH goes, a Division I team playing your club team right now, how did the guys feel about that? Like, did they take away a lot from it, the whole experience?
Well, you know, at first the guys thought we're crazy for playing them, but you know, I talked to a few guys tonight before practice, and they were very happy that we played them. Yeah, we got beat 11-1 and 10-0, but we took a lot away. I think we gained some respect in a way. You know, we were able to work on a lot of things, especially defensive zone coverage. So with that, I think that's going to help us in the long run.
Okay. Well, I mean, you guys had a very successful season last season, winning the SEC championship and then traveling to nationals. Does that change your goals as far as this season go at all?
Well, you know, every athlete that comes to Alabama, they come to win national championships. So that's definitely there again this year. You know, I'm worried about getting through the season, being in a position to go into the SEC HC tournament, and then of course competing there and winning it again. It would be great to go back and be a second-time winner of that tournament.
Makes sense. I mean, that would be wonderful.
It'd be a great thing. Great stuff.
With all the new rookies on the ice so far, the team as a whole, what are your strengths right now that you really have noticed?
Well, you know, we do have 11 freshmen out on the ice, and the freshmen that came in are all faster than we've had in the past. They've all made a major contribution in the 4 games that we played thus far. You know, you look at a guy like Andre Morard or Jay Collins or Fritz Pickard from Chicago, to name a few, but all of them have really stepped in and did a great job so far this year.
That's good. Now, as far as weaknesses go, is there anything you guys need to work on going into the season?
Oh, yeah. You know, I think one big thing is because of our guys winning the SEC HC last year, I think a lot of players came in out of shape. And so that's a weakness right now that we got to do a better job of getting them back in shape. And, you know, there's other weaknesses we saw in week 1 against Kennesaw State. You know, our defensive zone coverage, the way we played, we were pretty timid out there, and that's just things that will come with time.
Right.
But I believe that we'll get better as we progress through the season.
That's good to hear. Now, with all the new rookies, especially like Pickard and Morad, who've already scored on the ice and making their name known, what do you have to look forward to, like with the prospective players that, I mean, just going to add to the team as altogether?
Well, I think, you know, you look at, we're back with Jansen, Wysock, and Link as the first line. And then we got, right now with Brandon Butler, our captain, out with an upper body injury. We got Andre Morard with Matt Mays and another freshman, Fritz Pickard. So it's 2 freshmen on our second line. And then our third line is all freshmen. We got Jay Collins, we got Mike Bellamy, and we got Ryan Judge. So and then our fourth line is all freshmen as well. So we're a pretty young team up front.
Right.
Defense-wise, you know, we got a lot of experience back on defense. We've added 1 freshman defenseman. And then, of course, on nets, we got Sean Vincent, that's a junior this year, and along with 2 freshmen.
Right. That's exciting to have all the new people on the team.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's great to have them.
How do the returning players feel, especially the new captains, Brandon Butler and Mark Wysock?
Well, I think they feel pretty good. I think they're pretty excited about the year. You know, I think we're fortunate to have Mark Weissock back for his 5th year. You know, he's an aerospace engineer and he's co-oping right now. So having his leadership back as a 5th-year guy is tremendous. Brandon Butler, our captain, you know, he's been involved in the student government portion of the team last year, and him being president of that plus captain means a lot. We think he can fit both roles,
right,
for sure. And then, you know, we got Zach Daly and Matt Mays as the other 2 assistants who, again, are older guys that can lead this team.
That's awesome. And the team as a whole, with the rookies and the new captains and returning players, it's all mingling well and they're performing well together out there.
Yeah, they're performing well. We got to do a lot better job off the ice with them doing, you know, one thing when we do these road trips to Kentucky and to Michigan and down to South Florida.
Right.
We're going to be able to do a lot of team bonding because before guys will play for each other, they got to know each other. And right now, we're not there yet. We got guys that, you know, too many little groups. We got the older group and the younger group.
Right.
So we need to do a better job of getting that team cohesion back.
Which shall come in time, like
Absolutely.
you said.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you guys have a busy schedule like every year, a lot of away and home games. Are there any challenging teams that you're really looking forward to playing against?
Well, you know, this year everybody's going to be challenging. The schedule that we have, you know, starting off with Kennesaw State, you know, them being a Division II power, now a Division III power, and then Georgia Tech, and then UAH twice. You know, it doesn't get any easier, really, because teams like Auburn, teams like Ole Miss, teams like Vanderbilt, Tennessee, everybody's getting better. So, you know, if we don't show up prepared for every game, we're in trouble. So we got to look at each game by itself, and we really got to come ready and prepared to play that one game.
Okay, and speaking of teams like Vanderbilt and Kentucky that you have coming up, what preparations are you making for those teams right now?
Well, you know, matter of fact, this past weekend playing UAH and Georgia Tech, 3 games in 3 days was big. I think the work that we got out of that, just playing those 3 games in 3 days, will have us prepared when we go to play Kentucky and Tennessee, then Vanderbilt on Sunday. So, you know, we're tweaking things right now.
Right.
You know, we got some injuries where we took some pucks off the shins and stuff. So we got a bunch of bumps and bruises. Got a couple guys injured. So we're getting them healed, and then we're working on, you know, a lot of minor things to keep on tweaking our play.
Well, with all the hard work that you guys put in and the new rookies, we look forward to the season. So thank you for joining us today, Coach.
Great.
That's it for Inside with Alabama Hockey. Thank you.